The whole internet's been asking, Brandon, why were you so ghetto on Fresh and Fit?
Like, it's great that
I just said I was dancing. I
didn't interrupt you when you spoke.
I'm gonna let you finish, but you're wrong though, because I did work and then I was still make it in the morning.
I'll leave the podcast if you can't get these bitches under control, bro.
It's girls, man.
It's girls, bro. That's just how they interrupt her when she spoke. Ladies,
go ahead. All night, man.
You seem a little girlyish too.
Oh shit.
With your nose ring.
I don't care what y'all say on Beyonce's internet. I came to that podcast respectful, dignified, and funny. More importantly, the host made it very clear he was not going to make this guest give me the same respect that I gave her. When she took a personal shot at me, the host proved that he was more interested in clapbacks than maintaining a proper structure. I looked around and I'm like, I know it's fancy up in here, but it smells real ghetto up in here. And I know I'm country and I'm from North Carolina and everything, but I'm also from out west. I can be ghetto. I do ghetto very well.
I am quite sassy, because bitches define sassy as a man who don't take your shit.
The funniest joke is that you people think it is an insult to call a man who stacks Pampers for a living a clown. Don't you understand that I have been building this platform for 2.5, 3 years to be known as a clown? And finally, the internet and the world are seeing me for the absolute psychopath that I actually am. You have no idea how happy you all are making me.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nerd Chronicles with your host, the socially awkward nerd, Christian Paul, up in the building. And I know a lot of y'all have basically saw another viral clip of Fresh and Fit and Brandon Jamal linking up together. And let me just say, ladies and gentlemen, some extremely juicy shit literally going on. Let's go watch the clip together. Juicy!
You don't let her talk to you like that?
Yeah. What up, Brandon?
Yeah.
Like,
I was dancing. I
didn't interrupt you when you spoke.
I'm gonna let you finish, but you're wrong though, because I did work and then I was still make it in the
I'll
morning.
leave the podcast if you can't get these bitches under control, bro. Like, your grandparents are from America. You're white and I'm Caucasian and American. Just accept that shit.
She definitely looks French.
Now, we've already previously established I'm on her ass.
Look at her.
We didn't go over the ethnicity question.
Look at her. She's pure French.
Didn't you just say your education level was yada yada yada?
First of all, what is your education level again?
Oh, I'm just a high school graduate.
That's what I thought.
I listen with both ears.
You know, everybody's not Southern, so I'm gonna tell you what it means to listen with both ears, okay? When you listen to people, sometimes it goes in one ear and out the other. Then sometimes you actually listen. And then you have some people who operate the way the good Lord intended. You know, you got 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. So you listen and observe twice as much as you speak. So therefore, I don't have to be a college graduate, master's degree, none of that, to be able to comprehend what you say, because I'm listening to every single word. I'm on a podcast.
Guess what? I almost graduated, but then I missed the teacher. Fuck you, Miss X. She was like, if you miss one more day of school, then you're not gonna graduate.
So you didn't go to the 1 day of school?
No, the thing is I missed multiple days of school after that. I did start showing up to school, but then I would get there at 10 o'clock in the morning, because I'm not gonna lie, I started dancing when I was 18, so I would leave Connecticut, take a train to New York, and then come back to Connecticut, and then make it there at go home at 8 o'clock, and then take a shower, get ready for school. I used to skip first period, which was her class specifically, and then that's why she knew that I was skipping. I wasn't really skipping, I just always missed first period, which was her class.
She was a snitch, huh?
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Damn.
Fuck Miss Axe, fuck you, bitch.
Not all money is good money.
Damn.
No, it's good for me.
Damn. I'm just trying to You don't let her talk to you like that?
Yeah. What up, Brandon?
Yeah.
Like, all that word vomit, all I heard was I used to go out late at night and I couldn't get my lazy ass up an hour early.
I'm dead.
I couldn't get my lazy ass up an hour early to go to fucking school. Like, nobody gives a fuck that you work. Like, it's great that you work.
I just said I was dancing. I
didn't interrupt you when you spoke.
I'm gonna let you finish, but you're wrong though, because I did work and then I was still make it in the
I'll
morning.
leave the podcast if you can't get these bitches under control, bro. I don't play.
Okay, baby
I didn't
father.
interrupt her when she spoke, did I?
Brandon, it's girls, man.
It's girls, bro.
Misogyny. What do you mean it's girls, bro? What do you mean it's girls, bro? You saying girls can't control their urges? They can't sit on a podcast without interrupting people? You saying a woman can't act like a civilized person in society having a conversation? See, that's my problem with Fresh and Fit. You inherently disrespect all women. You think all women are beneath all men. And I can tell you the difference between them and me. You can call me an asshole all you like. If I hold you accountable, that means I respect you, bitch.
So as you saw, ladies and gentlemen, basically what we see here, the quick summary, Fresh and Fit basically invited Brandon Jamal to actually come up in their podcast and whatnot. You know, they had a little discussion based with women and everything, and obviously you see Brandon Jamal, as usual, every time he actually comes up on the guest or he shows up on the podcast, he always will be coming out with like a suit and like some short. He gotta come out literally suited up without the jacket, bring on the diapers and everything else. Just to actually you try and get some extra clout just for show at the age of 37. All right, he ain't far off. I'm literally 33. He's 37. Okay. Who comes on, bringing out literally baby diapers. All right, trying to promote single mother songs. All right, as he made it clear, and that's how he blew up in the first place, by actually doing a single mom mashup of Doja Cat's "Show You Off," if I'm not mistaken. So Brandon Jamal comes in. You know, you see like Tommy Sotomayor actually come by sitting right next to him, and then you see the woman coming by actually literally just speaking, literally do their thing. You know, Brandon takes irk and felt disrespected that, you know, the woman actually took a slight dig based on him having the most viral stuff, and he pleads Fresh and Fit to say, hey, can you let him talk and everything? I'm the one that has the most viral. I should be having the right to speak and everything else. And then, you know, you have this young woman actually coming by and having this little beef, and Fresh, you know, Myron basically felt like a bit irked and ticked off that, you know, Brandon Jamal's taking up most of the shine, which caused Brandon Jamal to get literally Frank Castled by the self-proclaimed pseudo-alpha guru, Myron Gaines. And that's how the crazy story goes. Ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing everything in real time, you know, based on the way that Brandon Jamal's mainly acting, going way more sassier and way more cringier than Fresh and Fit could literally ever do. And based on having literally both of them being childish, Brandon Jamal being at 36, and we know Myron being around 34 and Fresh almost turning 32 later on this year, we are both mainly seeing all of them, including Tommy Sotomayor, basically being the frauds that they mainly are. You know, basically exposing their hypocrisy, basically exposing their true nature, if you will, right? Which is true. But to Brandon here, if you really are that concerned, if you really have that much of issues with Fresh and Fit, you know, why go on a podcast in the first place, right? Why not stay yourself at home and actually go with another podcast that's actually much more credible and much more legitimate and actually truly practice how they preach way more than Fresh and Fit can. Nah, but you don't want that. You want more of that clout because you want to be with fellow clout chasers to actually get more viral based on all the stuff you want to do just to get more famous, even if it means doing the most ratchet shit possible, even doing the most asinine shit possible. That's literally absurd, but at least keeps you relevant. But that can only go so far for a period of time. That can literally go so far within a handful of years. You know what I mean? And, you know, whatever blowback that you get from this, all right? And I know there's going to be some people that support you, that actually expose mine and everything else. And I know y'all have your little weenie beefs and everything else. But based on what your nature is and based on how you acting, you know, you like one of those Monday lames that see up there on these little whiny ass podcasts really down to the T. And not much people up in the real world will really support you or even trust you and even take you seriously up in real life. And as for Myron and Fresh, after all the chaos that they've been in, now they want to actually be a little bit more civil than everything else. Since they've mainly been demonetized, and they've been under government watch, after having having been researched on basically with the whole Mansfield content going on, being some top talks for the U.S. government, and that little diverting hate article that I'm literally researching and actually trying to come up and actually trying to build like a very, very large video following on based on what I found, given the article that they have, which will be coming out very soon. Okay? As for that, right? You're on government watch now. It's funny that you literally kick out Brandon Jamal, literally for him going asinine. I know if you actually kicked out one stone dude that's literally getting like shit faced and literally high to the T, that was some DC list rapper, wherever he was. But yet, Myron won't even have the balls or even have the nerve to literally Frank Castle, Kodak Black, who's literally smoking all up in his house, smoking all up in his apartment, in which he doesn't even allow smoke up in his place. You know, you won't even Frank Castle, DJ Academics, nor Sneeko for literally going gun-ho berserk on a woman, literally belittling them to the T, just because things literally went out of hand, and they, none of y'all literally could kick them out behind the scenes, actually pull them to the side and say, yo, what the fuck you doing? Why are you actually trying to stop my guests for? You know what I'm saying? But now you want to actually go be holy grail, now you want to try and start being uniform? We see you, gang. We see the stuff you're pulling. We see how inconsistent y'all truly are when it comes to this stuff. And this is the issue I have with many of y'all red pill people. Right? Y'all pseudo alpha red pill gurus, whatever y'all are. Right? Y'all come in here, have like the great sell, right? Y'all literally come in like the flyest cars coming by. Sun up in a car like this. Interior Porsche SUV and everything else, Maserati cars, Rolls Royces, Bugatti, Ducatis, Lambos, whatever it is. And y'all be selling that red pill ideology with hot women coming around you, thinking that you the shit, right? But yet, when people literally decipher on who you are, and people mainly expose what you mainly do and what your true character is, a lot of people will literally pierce through your holes and literally pierce your rhetoric, and all the other main stuff you do will literally be washed up to crap. And yet, you got a lot of people that are fraudulent that will still support y'all regardless, based on certain mindsets. Either do they have their internal traumas, or they want to try and have their little modern-day Jerry Springer life on. Fresh and Fit, the modern-day lame show, ladies and gentlemen. All right? These are not the people that you should literally be falling for advice, because they're actually very contradictory. They don't actually give very thorough, detailed advice when it comes to certain situations. They don't really focus on specializing when it comes to individual needs or anything like that. These folks are literally illegitimate down to the T, and I would not really fully trust them one bit in regards to that. They are literally on the free fall. They are on the path to literally obscurity. Much of social media is making them literally obscure down to this very day right about now. Classic modern day Jerry Springer classic, ladies and gentlemen. A modern day juicy shit show. Juicy.
She had no class. She had no job. I'm going to school to finish. I'm going to school for nursing school.
Yeah.
What does she have?
Hey, take.
She got a fat ass that I like.
No! 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 No!